Hi Aries, welcome to my channel, welcome back, and welcome to your love reading for the month of February. I do want to say this is a very interesting reading, and I really hope I do gain some audience for Aries, specifically this month, because there are particular messages that I think that you need to hear, Aries. And I don't think my readings are like anybody else's. They're really genuinely authentic. I hear messages. I'm a great medium, and sometimes I feel like if my messages could get out there, you're forewarned. If you're forewarned, you're forearmed. And my messages are particular for this month, and specific for people who are either in a relationship or you single Aries. So let's just get into it and begin. First and foremost, your overall influencing card for the month is the Knight of Pentacles. And this just talks about you wanting stability in your life, or not finding stability in your relationship, or wanting a stable relationship if you're single. You want something soulful and grounded. But if you are single and you're looking to mingle, Aries, single Aries, please change your way of dating, your dating habits. Because I get the sense that nothing's happening, or nothing's changing, or nothing's coming in for you guys. And I can almost sense and feel the frustration, almost like a pressure right here. The knight is also very slow going. He's trying to build his future, but it's time you got on this horse and you moved it to not the same bar you go to, not the same places you hang out at, not anything. It's time to just change up like the whole entire dating scene. Whether that means like having a trusted couple friend that you know of, maybe hooking you up on a blind date. Or, if somebody invites you to a house party with people that you normally wouldn't hang out with, go. If you're single and you're invited to a wedding or an engagement party and you really don't feel like it, go. Change it up. Change the style and the structure of, what your old dating haunts are. It's time to change them. Now, I think that February is very pivotal for most of you Aries, whether you're in a coupled relationship situation or situationship, or if you're single. The first card out of the gate is the World. This is you changing everything. This is you entering a new phase. Whether you're ending something and beginning something new, or you're just changing you, the way you think and the way you feel, to bring change into your life. Now, maybe some of you Aries that are coupled up are thinking about breaking up or separating, or just moving forward alone and single for a minute. Those of you who are single, you're about to begin a new phase in your life where things are going to change for you. The way you think, the way you feel, who you hang out with, the people that you hang out with, the people that you're surrounded with, because you're just not getting the kind of traction that you've been looking for in the dating world. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. If you're in a relationship, you've lost that luster, or it's been a little bit humdrum for you. It's been a bit, I don't want to say boring or it lost its flavor, but you don't know if there's any growth. Because the page is like, although it could be fresh and new and receiving a new offer, but it's also a coin. So at a page level, you're like, well, is this it? Is this as far as, am I going to wake up day in, day out, and then this is my life? Do I want this? Do I like this? If you're single, you need to be honest about your feelings and the way you've been dating and doing. What internally can you make changes for you to receive those coin offers? Temperance. Archangel Michael stepping in. Before he kind of wanted to come in upside down and what have you, either way, he's entering your atmosphere. So he's coming down to help guide you regarding your relationship. Archangel Michael is always here to say, you know what, if you need to end this relationship, now's the time to do it. Be brave, speak up, get up, and go do it. If you're single and you're getting frustrated and you're like, why me? I'm doing everything right. Why isn't it for once shit going my way? They hear you, your angels. They hear your spirit guides, hear you. They're here. They're coming down into your sphere to help guide you or put certain situations on your journey, on your roadmap, so you can encounter them to make the choices that we make. Don't forget, we all have free will, and if we keep making not bad decisions, but repeating poor habits, nothing's going to change. Think of your life like a big pinwheel. You know, by the time we get to the center, the happy center, where we're rewarded with everything that we want and everything that we mean in our minds to be happiness, we have to go along this pinwheel of a journey before we hit the center dot. And along that journey, we get roadblocks, we get rocks, we get people, jealous people coming our way, or, you know, third party situations coming our way, hurdles, whatever it is. The universe does this so we learn those lessons and collect this, you know, rock or whatever and throw it behind us and be like, all right, I got that lesson, moving on towards my pinwheel so I can get to the center of my happiness. Now, moving from the middle of the month of February, you have the Magician. Some of you that are single, you're losing faith. Don't lose faith. Change that. Change that mentality. Aries, you're typically the sexiest of the bunch in the whole entire zodiac. You're the most fun. You're the most social. Everybody wants to be around you and hang out with you because you're usually the life of the party. I know some of you are like, well, I'm sick of being the life of the party. You know, I want a party of my own in my house, and just I want to reach that level of happiness already. You're getting frustrated, and that's what that is telling me. Some of you are meeting other people that could be manipulating you. So maybe you're meeting people and you're like, all right, this dude over here is trying to manipulate me. Like, I don't know. I know. And that's annoying you. So it's not like you're just disappointed. You're also frustrated. If you're in a commitment and you're in a relationship and you don't know if there's no more magic left in this relationship and you're scared to speak up, you're scared to talk, be brave. Be brave. That's why this Magician is here. It's time to change and manifest your happiness. It's got to turn around. Because right now it's not. And I see you hesitating. Because there's a lot of pentacles here that are telling me that, you know, which is usually for an Aries, like the boring life is not a life. It's just like death. So for this to be right now on the table as they are, and this telling me you're hesitating, you're trying to bring about change in a relationship, but it's like you're almost afraid to tell them. You're like, well, I don't like this and I don't like that. Because you want it to be authentic, you want it to be organic, and you want it to be the way it's supposed to be. But if you're not happy, you got to speak up. It's time, you know. I mean, who cares about what everybody else thinks, what mom, dad thinks, or, you know, if you're thinking about divorcing, don't worry about everybody else. Because if you're not happy, no one else is going to be happy, right? Believe you me. And I say this because justice is here. Why would justice be here if this was something that's contractual, which could be a divorce? Some of you could be getting married. No lie. Justice is here. If you're single, you could be meeting either a Libra or somebody who works in the legal system. Or you're dealing with the legal system and it's affecting your love life. Something along those lines. This is the base. We're going to clarify. 7 of Cups. By the way, if you're in a long-term relationship and you're debating, the Swords means cutting out. So maybe you are thinking about cutting this out, getting a divorce, breaking up, moving on. 7 of Cups. Too many choices in your head and making you confused. You don't know what to do. You're like, oh my God, if I turn over the wrong cup, I could be living with a cup of shit the rest of my life. No, not true. Take your time. Pick them all up. Yes, it might take time, but either way, you're afraid of making the wrong choice, whether you're single or coupled up. Listen, whatever it is, this is the last card at the end of February. March is going to be very, very different. Don't rush. Do not rush, because the sense that I'm getting for you Aries folk, especially the single ones, I do see a few people approaching your life. I saw it could be an air sign or a pentacle sign. It's just the vibe I'm getting. They're not even on the table. I mean, there's a Libra on the table, and there's a lot of pentacles. So you might be having 2 people coming into your life, Aries. If you're single, I think there's somebody very dominant that's a earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, earth sign, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. And I want to say the end of spring, beginning of summer, you will be in a relationship with somebody if you're single. You will be in a situation, whether it's a situationship, a relationship, some kind of shit. And I sense that in the beginning, One is really like steadfast in being with you, and the other one is like a fling, but you want the fling guy and not the steadfast guy. So you're going to have to make choices too, and I think this is why this is here, because they might be introducing themselves this month. Same for you coupled up Aries. You might be in a humdrum relationship that might be a little bit boring or whatever, and then somebody else might have sparked your interest, and now you're like, well, I can't feel this way for somebody else and be with this other person, because then that means I've got to spend the rest of my life with this whatever feeling and with this person, which is not fair to them to begin with. But that just means I'm also not happy or content where I should be or need to be. Interesting. I'm going to pull one card. I'm just curious. What do we have on Valentine's Day for my Aries? Now, this can happen the day before, the day of, or the day after, which is pretty much the middle of the month. So what's going on the 14th for the Aries folk? Knight of Cups, yeah. I just got done saying somebody's making you an offer that you're thinking about, whether you're single or in a relationship. Knight of Cups is somebody, a knight bringing you an offer of love, something you want to hear, something that makes you happy, something that stirs your heart, stirs your emotion. So you're either getting messages right around Valentine's Day. So if you're in a couple relationship and you're in like a bit of a funk with that relationship, either this person is trying to fix it with you, work it out with you. You basically need to have a one-on-one conversation for sure with them anyway. And then or somebody else has stirred your emotions and you're like, why do I feel this way? And not for who I'm with. If you're single, yeah, you've probably just recently met somebody, or you are going to meet somebody, and you're having like a few messages go back and forth right around Valentine's Day. But more or less, you might be spending that time with friends, I believe. I don't know. We'll see. Let's go ahead and clarify everything. Why is the world, well, wow, the world, yes, lovers making a choice between two lovers with the World card. Now, this is what is. This is just the clarifier. Why you made the decision, or why this is going on, is because you made the decision about a lover, whether to end it or begin it. You're starting a new cycle, regardless of the choice. You are making a choice. That's for sure. It's definitely on your mind. If you're single, you're looking for that lover. You're ready to start a new phase in your life. With Archangel Michael here on the table for the single, Temperance, bringing balance and restoring balance into your life, I really feel like, and before I told you, I didn't know if it was reversed or not for the single Aries. I really believe that they want to bring you somebody. They want to bring in your right person and the last person and your end and be all person, whether it's your twin flame or soulmate. You know, we don't all want to be with our, twin flames either. That journey is like très harsh. It's like scary bad. I've had it once, and it ripped my heart out when it was over, and I'm glad it's done. And now all I care about is having a soulmate to just settle down with. I'm good with that. This is same what's going on with you, Aries. Page of Pentacles. Why is Page of Pentacles going on? Please clarify this Page of Pentacles. Thank you. Yeah, did I just say there's I'm feeling air sign male? King of Swords. Right above the Libra card. I just said it. Believe me, when I get my senses and my feelings. Page of Pentacles. Could be the start of something new, or you just met this person, or you're about to meet this person, or this is the person that you're thinking about ending the relationship with if you're in a solid relationship. If you are single, this is something new that's coming along. This air sign male. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Very much could be a Libra, because right on the bottom is that. Temperance. Why is Temperance here? Which, by the way, is also the card of Sagittarius. The Hangman. Ooh, Ace of Cups. Yeah. Don't forget, influence clarifiers. Not actually is. Actually is, Archangel, the universe stepping in to help you. They're trying to bring you overall love in your life. They want you and need you to have that. They're trying to bring you your soulmate. Hangman. They need you to look at it in a different perspective. They need you to look at it in a different light. Whether you're trying to save the relationship you're currently in or end it so you can get this cup of love. Archangel is telling you, he's in your sphere. He's like, I'm here, I'm helping you. Believe yourself. Believe in your feelings and what you're doing. If you're frustrated and you're single and you're trying to find somebody, you've got to try something different, like I said before. And then you will get your cup of love. The Magician in reverse. Don't lose faith. You're losing faith. Don't lose faith, Aries. And be brave for those of you that are coupled up and you need to have a chat. Yeah, Page of Wands. Sometimes you just need to be, you know, like that little kid again where you have the rose-colored glasses on. And that's what they're saying here. For the single folk, for the single Aries, don't lose faith. Be like that little kid. Remember when you were just like, you know, in college and you thought you had your whole life ahead of you and you were going out with friends and you're like, I got the all the time in the world to meet somebody, and you went out and you had fun and you partied and you networked and you did all that. Be that again. Put those rose-colored glasses on. Stop, like, change the way you hang out, the people you talk to. Are you hanging out with miserable people? Because that negative energy needs to go bye-bye. Bye. Don't give up. Don't lose faith. Put those rose-colored glasses on. Go out and have fun. Throw spaghetti up against the wall and see what sticks. Believe you me. Same if you are in a coupled relationship and you feel like there's no faith in the relationship, or you're losing faith in the relationship and you're not brave enough to talk. You think the little kids give a shit what comes out of their mouth? No. Do it. Justice. Why is Justice here? Why is my girlfriend Justice here? Lady Justice, why are you here? Thank you. 3 of Cups. Boom. There's a third party involved. I don't know if that's you, Aries, or it's the other person. But this is why you're considering a divorce, or you're just cutting the whole relationship out. If you are the single Aries, like I said before, you might be meeting somebody in the legal system, or somebody that's a lawyer, or, you know, he could be a Libra. You're going to be introduced by a third party person, by a friend. They're going to introduce you. Either way, a commitment is coming shortly. That's also a huge omen for a relationship on its way for single Aries. If you're coupled, you're thinking about a divorce and slicing it up. But there's a third party involved affecting that choice. Because we said this is the clarifier. This is the actual is. Never forget that the swords are cerebral. They're in your mind. They're your thoughts. They're your feelings. And then this is why. And single people, think about your friends. Go out, go party, go network, and you meet that person. Somebody's a lawyer. Hook me up with one of your lawyer colleagues. One of those jams. That's what you got to do, Aries. You got to go out and do this. It's like, I feel like I'm almost talking to myself, like, because this is like advice I should be taking, and I don't. 7 of Cups. Why 7 of Cups here? Please clarify 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups. Please pop out first so you take the top card. Thank you. Oh, good. 8 of Swords in reverse. But it's in the reverse. You're taking off the blindfold and you're stepping forward, and you're no longer leaving yourself in a cage. This is the end of February going into March. I think stuff is changing. You're getting yourself unstuck. You're not allowing yourself to stay stuck situation. You're like, no, I'm going to focus on me, and I'm going to move forward, and I'm going to choose one of these cups. Don't rush. You might think that you need to make a choice lickety-split, because that's what Aries do. They jump, and then, you know, and they act before thinking, or they speak before thinking. Typically, most Aries do. Take your time. Take your time, because this is a big deal. Knight of Cups. Why is the Knight of Cups here? For Valentine's Day on the 14th. Oh, yeah. The 7 of Pentacles. This is what's going on Valentine's Day. So let me show you this. this is planting the seeds and your harvest coming in. But the Seven of Pentacles saying, okay, did I harvest anything out of this relationship? Do I want it to move forward? Do I want to plant any more seeds? Do I let it go? I have to be true to my heart, to my feelings. If you're single, you're thinking about, you know, settling down and planting your seeds for a harvest, and somebody might have piqued your interest, and you might be thinking about that person in this regard. Now, I went ahead and pulled 2 romance oracle cards. I don't want these videos to be over 20 minutes, so I just pulled them really quickly. I pulled one for coupled and one for singled. If you are coupled up, let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. I know you're freaking out. I know that, you know, you have to make a choice, but be brave, talk, and just let things happen and see where they go. And if you're single, it's safe for you to love. Open your heart and give and receive at the highest energy of all. Yeah, because there's a lot of, you know, pentacles on the plate here, and it just tells me change up your scenery. Don't be scared. You might have gone through some shit in the past, single Aries, and you might have been disappointed, and you might also be frustrated, and, you know, maybe you got burnt real bad, and now you're like trying to go back out there and date like how you used to date before you got hurt. You can't do that. What you need to do is learn the lessons from the pain that you got. Be vulnerable. But now remember your arsenal, the tools all in your arsenal. Be like, okay, I'm never getting burned again because that happened to me. I'm not going to allow that to happen to me. So I will be vulnerable up to a point. It's safe for you to love. Go out there and be vulnerable and open yourself up to new opportunities and new circumstances. Please hit like and or subscribe. I really need this video to circulate out to the other Aries because I'm pretty sure somebody needs to hear this specific message. Please also listen to your moon and or your rising to clarify these messages and or complement them. And yeah, I'll see you in March. Bye, Aries.